So, quick little blurb here. It says Solek connected to Awa for guidance in enduring the turmoil of war, where his ancestors spoke of a path that may bring him peace. After the loss of another clan member, Solek set out to walk the path of the Promiser. Wow, I guess we just could have continued reading, huh? At the peak of the Hallelujah Mountains, Solek completed the first feat, standing among the flamingo orchids where he saw the Sky People had been defeated. So his ancestors saw the glow from the forest down below, and that he kind of like that's where their future clan was. That was their home of the future clan. The hope, like you said, that the tree still stood. So. All right, so the previous one started in 2154, so now we jumped 4 years already. So
that's a pretty long time.
I know. I'm like, what you do for 4 years? So for 4 years later, 2158, and here we go. The stars turn many times in the skies above. So video game time lapse.
Yeah, that's what I envisioned as well. I was like,
Assassin, like when I sit there to meditate in Assassin's Creed.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Because I normally, as soon as it becomes night, I'm like, I don't really like walking around at night, and I just like forward until like daytime. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. For 4 years, I have sought the Palulukan, the Thanator, stalking the jungle. My task is to tame the dry mouth bringer of freedom. Wait, what? I never caught that before. Wow, you're seriously calling it the dry mouth bringer of fear?
Wow, so
that's an interesting. Really how do you know his mouth is dry?
I would rather not.
Yeah, it's like how did so? Yeah, I don't want to know how somebody found that out. Every time I find him, I am forced to fight or flee. The Palulukan brooks no peaceful approach.
Kitty cat.
He's like, bro, just check out my dry mouth. Everything I do leads to the same result. I'm getting very good at escaping when he attacks, but escape is not what I'm after. So he has his own Jake Thanator chase all the time. That's cool.
Right.
I have exhausted every strategy, every craft I know. I like his look. It doesn't look like he's very skilled or crafty. He's just like, ah!
Just throws himself on the,
yeah, that's how he got really good at escaping.
I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out.
So reluctantly, I have to admit, I love his little leap in the background. I have only one option left. I have to ask for help. And boom! One of my favorite panels in Avatar comics so far. I love this reveal of this clan, which I guess I will let them introduce themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But they look incredible. And that's, I think, the only other like female Navi we kind of see with the headdress that's like very reminiscent of the upcoming Varang.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too.
Varang, yeah.
I always say Varang. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but
we'll find out when we start seeing like trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
Anati Kameya, I am Solek. I seek the Anurai. Orati Kameya, Masolek. You have found those you seek. So this is the Anurai clan, or Anurai clan. Man, they look so badass.
What's that in the back though?
Let me go back. Like giant bones. Yeah, elephant graveyard.
Oh no.
Everything the light touches is Arcane. Not over there. You come to us out of the jungle. You are Metkayina. I am Trong. And they're kind of like, but the Trong are no more. I walk the path of the promiser. I almost forgot for a second. Will you help me? But let me back up, because that guy's jaw, not his jawline. But bro, look at that. Look at those the skull pieces he has, like for his, like dude, this guy has like a predator mask. Like, this is ridiculous.
Wow.
That's sick.
Oh, I hope we can see something like that in the movie, the next movie.
Yeah, we definitely.
I'm sure we
might.
Like, yeah.
Some with I like we're starting to see some that have like a harder edge to them. Like, they're just like a little bit more like badass. I mean, don't get me wrong, the other ones we've met are badass, of course, but just like visual wise, like they just like
like
a little bit more hardcore. Yeah. All right. Will you help me? Then we get the lore dump. So the Anurai clan lived next to a great sacred bone sanctuary. Here, among the ancient remains of creatures long past, they craft careful memorials, ones that they work into their everyday lives. I like these like tusks that are on the left here, where they're just jotting forward. Man, you don't want to headbutt those people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Game over, man. Their craftsmanship is said to be unparalleled. I remember tales of the legendary beauty and strength of their weapons, but I do not come to marvel at their works. Oh yeah, and since we're here, let me did prepare another slide.
Pull up your homework.
I did. One of us has to. JK.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
We were actually gonna get to see the Anurai clan in a video game, the recent Avatar Reckoning. We were actually gonna visit them in game, and this is a screenshot of what their little clan and their village was gonna look like in the game. So that, and it's really reflective of what we're seeing in the comic. But I'm really sad that the mobile game got canceled, because there's a lot of stuff in there that could have been awesome to experience. So, but yeah, you can even see like they have the giant totem in the background of like the thanator.
That's insane. I love
different
that.
creatures. But yeah, guys, this was the I think the let me go back to the
yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, like
if it's
that
the
one's
same as that, then it is for sure.
Oh, this one looks all tiny.
It's a kitty cat. Yeah.
And then this one's like
It's a big cat.
they added to it. Oh yeah. My type of cat. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, man, what we could have seen them in the game and interacted with them and stuff like that. But who knows? We got them now in comics. Maybe we'll get them in the movies and maybe other future games. We don't know. So
we'll see.
TBD. Yeah. Sarah Welsh, while I'm here, says the Anurai clan is also in the Taruk the First Flight play.
Oh, are they?
Yes, you are actually correct. That's going to come into play right here, right now. And Robin and I have talked that the entire like Taruk the First Flight show, play, whatever you'd like to call it, we're gonna that's gonna be its own deep dive stream. We're gonna tell the whole story of what happened, because I think we struck on like an interesting theory.
Don't spoil it yet.
No, I'm not. Of an element in there that for most of us, like when we, whoever has heard that story, it just seemed kind of like, okay, and you moved on. But now with the upcoming movie, it could be very important. So that's going to be super.
Things like that, like a play and comics, obviously they're canon as well. So they might have a lot of clues for the next movies, not just the third, but also the fourth and the fifth. And if you start to recognize that pattern, which is something that I'm sure we're going to be looking into for that theory that we just referenced, then maybe we have some hints for 4 and 5 as well.
Exactly. So that's going to be another super fun one on the horizon. Yeah, we kind of did our little plans of the streams in the future, and there's like tons that are just sounding super exciting. So I can't wait for the future of this show right here that we are doing in general, and hopefully you guys just remain hanging out with us on this ride. But
it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little over a year till the third movie, but the journey from now until then, it's gonna be our own path of the promiser. It's gonna be.
Oh, I like that.
It should be fun. Or ours is path of the pacifier.
Oh gosh.
No.
And now I'm leaving. Bye.
No, she's gone forever. But yeah, so should be fun. Back to the story.
Okay.
So I'll leave again.
Goodbye.
Okay. So their craftsmanship is unparalleled. I remember tales of the legendary beauty and the strength of their weapons, but I do not come to marvel at their works. Natikamea, I am Entok. Natikamea, my Entok, I am Solek. The Palulukan is the totem of the Anurai. So they kind of like, it's their main thing. They kind of honor the thanator. Oh, darn, I'm sorry, I have to come back in really quick. Because this is actually a guy, this character Entok that we just met. He was in the previously canceled game.
Oh wow!
Of Pandora Rising. So it's cool to see a lot of elements from that game, whether they be like, because these were all Na'vi generals that you can gather in the game and kind of make your own team to like battle. Mm-hmm. So he was one of the generals, and they all had like backstory. But yeah, he's an Anurai in that game, and that was his name. And literally his look, his everything is transferred over, so it's canon. So a lot of stuff from even that canceled game is starting to.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, they even keep the staff is exactly the same. You see like the amber piece at the top, even in the comic. So just thought I'd throw that in there really quick. All right, I'll go back.
Okay.
Your knowledge of the thanator, stop. You speak too quickly. That's what I tell Robin.
Shut up.
Like, calm down. I will take you to the Tsahik. Just stop talking. Wow. Okay. I explained myself to the Tsahik. Wow, she looks awesome. Of the Anurai. She listens carefully with barely a word, letting me tell all that I have endured and all that I have seen. I ask her for the guidance of her people. I ask if they will help me with my quest. She says that I carry the weight of my tail and offers to take some of it from my shoulders.
I wasn't reading with you, so I heard that as tail, as in Tail, and I was like,
"Oh,
that's funny."
It's like, bro, you got a heavy fat tail there. You got going on there. She shows me a flute and asks if it is not a most delicate and beautiful instrument.
That's incredible!
Like,
wow.
Look at my flute. Is this not beautiful and delicate?
Say yes.
I know. You're like, yeah. What am I gonna say? I know. I've become bones around here. She tells me it is carved from the tooth of a thanator, one whose spirit runs with Awa. Yikes. So thankfully you said, oh yeah, it's beautiful, yeah.
Great.
It is undeniably exquisite. Yeah, you would say that, Solek. And she just starts playing it.
I love the accessories that she has.
Yeah, like I'm like trying to analyze like every little thing. I'm like, man, this is so cool, because I've never like analyze the art this deeply, especially now that it's like full framed right here per panel. It's so cool. So once again, the art is amazing in this series. You are trapped in your dream of the past. You are looking to your dream of the future. Be where you are. Be patient.
You know what? I'm taking this life advice. This is great.
I want to say motivational quote number 10.
Oh, I love the headdress.
I know it's incredible. Entok, this one comes from far and has far yet to go. Do you believe he deserves to learn our ways? He said no.
I was going to say, what if he says no?
He said no. He said that
no.
he has seen many who bear pain like mine, and there is nothing special about me. So she told him that he would give his patience to me, and I will give mine to him. She told him to take me with him to help me find what I need.
You're not special.
So now he's like Solek is like the little kid in Jurassic Park just following that guy. He's like, well, what car are you going to be in? He's like, oh my God. The one you're not. So they go up to the totem. Now it looks so much better. I don't know what happened, but it looks...
I want to draw that later.
This looks awesome and incredible. Sorry, I was like looking at their outfits too.
Yeah, me too.
I do not need to take much of your time. I only need to know how you approach the Thanator without enraging him. And then he just snorts like Sute. I will not deny that your tale is a sorry one, but the world is not here for you. I never said it was. I know that one's like me. That one's me. Entok is my spirit animal.
Oh, really?
And you're like Solek.
I guess I'll leave.
Awa showed me my path, and my path brought me to you. It did. And now you want everything. Quickly. Choose one of these bones.
Oh no.
Entok is slow and measured in his movements. He corrects me when I fail to do exactly as he does. He says we will carve flutes. He tells me the bones must cure for 3 nights. That seems like a lot of fun, that for 3 days you're just sitting next to somebody like that looks very pissed off that you're even there.
It's roasting you all the time.
It having to do this project.
That's how I
feel. I know. That's why we can only do this for like a couple hours, not like 3 days.
Once a week.
And 2 hours once a week. Man.
And the rest of the week we block each other.
Yeah, no communication at all.
Not at all.
Otherwise, he says nothing. There you go, like us. I do not think he intends to help me at all. Oh man, this is awesome. Oh, I love that silhouette shot. Hold on, let me back up. That's a cool shot.
Oh, I need that as my phone background.
Okay, and here, guys, this is I was gonna make an overlay that went from Pandoran Hangout to Pandoran Classroom for a second, but I didn't get around to it. Just imagine. So let's read this. As this is one of the oldest works of our clan. Do you see?
Ooh.
All the beasts of the world united. And I didn't really analyze this before. I just quickly went through it. So first of all, it's awesome. It's like a giant bone, and they're drawing. I thought it was like a giant, like, you know, like canvas or a mantle or something, but no, it's like on giant bone. And this is incredible. This is Entu, the first Taruk Makto, so Taruk the first flight, riding to defend the Tree of Souls from a sea of flame. Man, I like how they put things. It's awesome. He summoned the Taruk with the music of the Anurai. You are Trong, yes? Look here. And I'll come back to this one right now to do our Pandoran classroom. But this is Haunutuun, your ancestor. one of those who answered the call of Taruk Makto. So he lived 3,000 years ago. Those who shattered the rock that held the waters that doused the flame. So that was his ancestors' like role in that story.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go back. It's time for me to come back into the studio. All right, because I started to like look at this, and I was like, okay, yeah. At the top, you see Taruk flying. You see people on dire horse, but then you started to see them.
That we don't know.
Yeah, I was starting to see on creatures that we don't know. Yet some of those silhouettes looked familiar. So let me bring up the ones that I was able to figure out most of them, but one. So here's the first one that should be easier for people that are playing Frontiers of Pandora. Let's see if you guys notice this one right there. This is the Sound Blast Colossus. It's cool because in Frontiers, we've never seen anybody ride it. But here it shows that it has two riders. So that's the other thing about this picture. It's showing that all these creatures are like, they have a rider. Yeah, so that's cool. So it's kind of like confirmation that they could be tamed. It's pretty cool. Yeah. These are very interesting creatures because I guess their sail there, it kind of can move around and gathers the wind. It collects it, and then it just like blasts it from all over.
I know. Whenever I'm playing Frontiers, it scares me.
So
blasting into the air.
Exactly. And in that very first trailer we got for the game, you saw it out in the distance, and then you just see like a blast come out of it. I was so confused. I was like, "What did it just do? Like, what happened? Did it sneeze? Did it fart? Like, what happened?" But anyway, so that's an interesting like thing that this one does. But I guess it comes out from everywhere, not just one area. It kind of just like comes out all at once from everywhere. So everywhere, everything everywhere all at once. So anyways, that's one of them. I was like, that's cool. Sound Blast Colossus can be tamed. Interesting.
So, hold on. Is this all these depictions? Would these be like all the first times that particular beast has been tamed, like the first flight of the Toruk as well? Are these all like first times?
Or I think these are depicting like maybe all the ones that gathered at that time, because there's many dire horses here. Like for the other ones, we only see like maybe one of some of the other ones, but there's like 20 dire horses there. So maybe this is just depicting like the Taruk flying and his army down below, made up of like all these different.
That makes sense.
But and it's maybe clues as to what type of like worldwide or like Pandora wide alliance we can see in a future movie, like some kind of ending battle that will finally trump the first one's battle, which was already awesome. It gathered some different clans together, and you had the like the Banshee clan that came in with the but this one, not just more creatures coming, but like more people riding them too. But so that could be pretty cool. But anyways, let's another one that I noticed, and actually this means it makes it canon because it wasn't officially canon yet, is this one right here.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
The Fireback Mastodon. Because I believe once again this one was going to appear in the game that I just said, Avatar Reckoning, because you were going to see the Anurai clan, because this is, I guess, the beast that they're kind of really connected to, kind of like the Metkayina really connected to the Tulkun and things like that. I guess theirs is going to be they're really connected to these big beasts, the these kind of like elephant type creatures, the mastodon, the Fireback Mastodon. But I was like, Fireback, something to do with fire? But maybe it's just because it has red markings.
Oh, perhaps, yeah.
It still looks cool though. It looks dope. So it's canon, and I guess they can tame them and ride them as well. And then the last one here was data mined from Avatar Reckoning as well. So the image is very blurry. Don't think that I just didn't notice that this image looks like trash.
You
But
love bad quality. That's your excuse.
but
Fans, okay.
but they data mined this image, and it's a fan moose. And actually, if you look, that is the one right there. They're writing the fan moose. You see the things drip down below the chin, and
Okay.
it looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. I wish we had
Snake
higher
eyes.
quality. I know. I'm like, okay, I can't look at this for too long. It's like a challenge. All right, I'll
Snake
take this
Eyes
bad boy off.
says that thing looks like a demon.
Especially blurry like this. It's like, oh my god, I shouldn't be seeing this.
But
All
in
right, let me take it off.
depiction in the comic, it kind of looks like an actual moose, except for like the thing on the bottom, of course. But it looks like an earthly moose with 6 legs.
The only one I wasn't able to figure out that looks interesting is right there, the one above the mastodon, but to the bottom left of the Sound Blast Colossus. It kind of has like a crown on its head. You see that?
Yeah.
And like big feet or something. That one, trust me, I looked at the silhouette and pictures of like all the creatures we know, and I didn't match it to anything. So if anybody has an idea,
I was gonna say the hammerhead. It's not
there. The hammerhead's not
look,
there. No.
You see, okay, the creature that you're referring. I'm pointing as if you can see it. The one that you just talked about, it kind of has a. It does kind of have a hammerhead thing because
it kind of has like the thing of the. No, you know what? You're right. It is the hammerhead. It's an odd angle. You're right. So the thing that I thought was maybe its face, it's actually he's kind of tilted a little bit. Yeah, you guys are right. Wow,
but it is a little trippy. Yeah.
You know what? Where were you when I could have spared an hour of my life? I was trying to find a silhouette. Okay, it wasn't an hour. Maybe it was like 10 minutes. Okay, maybe just 10 minutes. But time passes differently when you're not having fun. No, not now. When I was researching by my lonesome.
I know.
You weren't there.
No, I left. I remember.
Wow. Yeah, you guys are right. Now I feel like such a dummy. And I called myself a detective. You called me a detective.
I guess I take it back then.
I know, right? I can't believe I didn't see that it was kind of tilted a little bit. Darn. Hey, but
life is all about perspective.
It's still literally. It's still cool that we see that you can tame it and somebody was actually able to write it. So that is pretty cool.
They've always seemed like, obviously they're a little aggressive, but they've seemed pretty nice.
Right, creatures. Like nicer than at least some of the other ones we've come across. Yeah.
Like the Sound Blast one. Oh my god. That one is so antisocial.
Right? Literally blasts you away. But hey.
I wish I could do that.
I guess 3,000 years ago, all the Na'vi were like, we don't care. We're just gonna try to tame everything. We don't care. So they succeeded.
Like humans.
Oh my god. All right. I'll go back to the story. But I thought that was pretty cool to kind of like.
That is cool, yeah.
Sit there and kind of analyze this little painting here. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. They could have easily just drawn like gibberish, but to know that they actually did
never do that.
They did do like the silhouette of like legit creatures and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's really cool. All right. Then he's like, so you know of Hanutu'un? He is in our songs. It was Hanutu'un who spoke to me in my time of need. And now you come to us as Entu once did, as many do. That is a tale worth telling. Looking at Entok like, come on, dude. I climbed a mountain at the behest of Hanutu'un, and I saw there that the sky people had been defeated. But I still dream every night of the war. Every day I see it when I close my eyes.
Oh my god. That sounds really intense.
I have no wish for stories to be told of me. I wish only to live free of this pain. Then go sit with the Tsahik, and she will play you a lullaby. God,
Oh my god, he's so mean.
man, I'm
Don't
telling
be
you,
a
my
baby.
spirit. Don't be a baby. Oh my god, this is incredible. That should have been Arnold's role right there. He should have been Entok.
Exactly. Okay, there we go.
It's like, can you read this line, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Then go sit with the Tsahik, and she will play you a lullaby.
See,
Oh
it's
man,
perfect.
there you go. The Tsahik told me to learn from you. Then be where you are and stop explaining yourself. You talk too much and think
Shut
too
up.
much.
Look, it is literally me and you.
It really is. Entok is very skilled, I am, at the craft of the Anurai, and names each of the tools he shows me, taking care to have me learn them all. We do this for days. Never does he mention the thanator. Days pass into weeks, the stars turn in the sky. If I speak of my quest, he chides me to silence. If I speak of myself, he sneers.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's like, don't forget, just shut up. Many times, he tells me to work on my own. Sometimes I find that he has left entirely to hunt without me. I am left carving a flute when I should be in the jungle. Poor Solek.
Yeah,
One night, I find myself alone again. I see something I have never seen before. A Palulukan lies wounded, but not yet dead, while one of his sisters paces. She sees his weakness and cannot tolerate it. He was predator, now he is prey. She bares her teeth, a clear threat.
Kitty cat.
I was about to say, what's that term? Kitty cat. Kick me while I'm down, bro. I act immediately before she can strike.
This is your chance, Solek.
Crack!
Oh my god, wow.
I know the signals of her body. I can see the muscles of her hind legs, and I know she will leap. My thoughts are screaming at me to run, to escape, to do the same funny pose I did last time.
Just leap.
We move as one.
Oh, that's cool.
I am at her eye. I swipe a swipe that could surely decapitate me passes close enough that I hear her claws sing in the air.
That's a really cool way to put that.
Too much reading. I got freaking thanator dry mouth, so give me a second. There we go.
I'll do the same.
How they discovered that still is beyond me.
Death
is near. Yeah. It's like we don't need to see that panel. I think somebody lost their life learning that lesson. Death is near. I stand ready to deflect it again. My heart races. My mind reels. No, I am not at the floating mountains. Awesome. I am not facing the machines of the sky people. I must still my thoughts. I must be where I am. I return to myself and find that she has vanished into the jungle. Will she leap at me again? Oh my god. Oh wait, that's the other one. She does not. Perhaps I struck her hard enough to give her pause. The wounded one snarls. He would kill me if he could. His wounds are deep. He may yet die, but he will not let me help him. He retreats, and I do not move. I do not threaten him, and I do not withdraw. He is not out of danger. This is the first time I have met a Palulukan without battle. I resolve to help him.
This is your chance.
Entok carves his flute in the village. I carve mine here. I stay near and watch over the Palulukan. In the day, he sleeps, and I treat his wounds. In the night, he wakes, and I keep my distance.
They're best friends.
Oh,
Kitty cat.
oh my God, he's angrier than normal.
Wait,
I return
his
to the
face.
village. I know. I return to the village and show my work to Entok. My carving is clumsy, he says, but the flute will play. After 3 days, the Palulukan accepts an offering I leave for him. In time, he might accept my approach in his waking hours. Oh, it looks like a bouquet of roses there. Lit up. Alright. Something approaches us.
Oh no.
Is that Entok?
Killer.
Oh, he's playing his own song. Get
I
your own
don't know.
thanator. Hey, you just come strolling in, just playing your melodies.
There.
Thank you, Entok.
Oh, is he helping him?
Over and over, I practiced the tune that Entok played. Then one night, to my complete surprise, the Palulukan comes to me.
It's like, this is my jam. I love that drawing.
It's the moment with Toothless.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. The eye as well.
Yeah. He does not leap for my throat, but at any moment he could. I know what he is. I can feel the deadly power in him, just barely held at bay. His flank hums with it. I will attempt Sahelu. I tell myself, no questions, no running, no fear. Is this Entok? Or oh, he's kind of witnessing from far away, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I share the pain of his wound, and he shares mine. I share his power and his speed, his incredible, unstoppable grace. I laugh for the first time in years. I laugh. He shares my quiet joy.
That's really nice. Kitty cat.
He rises, and I rise with him. We are strong and sure. We do not
That's
run
really
from
cool.
anything. Yeah, that looks awesome. Nor do we go towards anything. I speak no words. We simply stand where we are. That's awesome. I will remember this always. The Anurai celebrate with me when I return to them. I am made welcome among them more so than ever before. Before they showed me the kindness of a guest. Now, Onati Kameya, my Entok.
Oh, wow.
Onati Kameya, my Solek. You release the Palulukan back to the wild. Yes, I will not take him from his home. Your task is done. Come, the Tsahik calls for you. So he managed to tame it in a way, but instead of like keeping it and forcing it away from his home, he just let it go.
That's like Jake and the Turuk.
Yeah.
He let him go as well.
Exactly. So that's cool. It's like he's completing the steps that he has to in the order that his ancestor did them. But I like that we're seeing him. He kind of accomplishes things in his own way. There's like a Solek twist to them, so that's cool.
You know what this really reminds me of as well? Do you know was it Hercules that did all the tasks too?
Oh yes,
In Greek
yes.
mythology.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's actually a very good point.
That.
Yeah, because that one too, it was like one of them was he had to face like this giant lion. Which
yeah,
I guess
exactly. Yeah.
Because then he gets like that headdress of like the lion and the lion's head and stuff. You're right. Yeah, that could mirror the thanator right there.
Here, it's not killing the animal; it's saving it.
Yeah, so it has that twist to it, Nice. That's a great point, actually. Yeah.
Thank you.
Solek, Tealusa, Kiro Itan, you are our own. Here, there is peace for you. Here, there is a home for you. Do you wish it?
Oh, a choice.
I do wish it.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, is he crying? Are those tears?
Oh, he is crying.
But I cannot accept it. This would be a happy home. A good home. Yet I am sworn to a path, and I must walk to its end. Please do not take affront. You honor us by honoring your oath. Aw, now Entok is kind of smiling in the back a little bit.
Now we're best friends.
Entok, you grumpy mother. Do not look back as you journey forth. Do not dwell in this place once you leave. What you have learned will be with you. Thank you. I travel now to find the armor of the Kurus crab. I know of the clan that crafts it. Thank you, Entok, for your help. Did I help you? Let us say I did. For the tale that will be told of your trial here and trials yet to come. To be continued.
Wow, I really liked this one. That was
this
great.
was another great issue.